What a lovely day in the studio.
Hey, Optimus.
Oh, hello, D to the B. What brings you here?
Prime, it's that time again.
Time for what?
It's time for you to talk about something Transformers related.
Really? People weren't a big fan in the comments about the last rant I did.
Well, that's because they're stupid. And also, don't judge it by the comments. There were more likes in that video than dislikes. Here's the actual thing for proof.
Alright, what am I talking about this time?
Have you heard about Transformers 1?
Yes. But I haven't watched the trailer.
Well, let's watch it.
Alright, can't be that bad. Nothing could be as bad as Earthspark. Oh gosh. It's time for a rant! Hello everyone, it's Optimus Prime here, and apparently a lot of you really liked the last rant I did because literally when D to the B posted the poll of do you want Earthspark Prime to talk about Transformers 1, or at least the trailer, it was a unanimous vote. There wasn't a single no. You people must have really liked that first video. But I'm here to satisfy your interest. Let's begin. So, Transformers 1, the newest Transformers movie that's actually coming out in September. Funny enough, the same month when Transformers became popular and its first episode was released. And what did I think of this movie? It has me concerned. You've probably already seen D to the B's video on it, but I want to elaborate on it and what problems I have with this trailer. So let's first talk about the animation. The animation isn't the worst thing I've seen. Earthspark. But it is... It's a... I can't even describe the animation. Like, it's not bad. It reminds me of Lightyear a bit. Which, that movie sucked. Like, really hard. It's definitely a lot to get used to. Especially the designs. Which, speaking of the designs, why don't I get with the first big problem of this? The abilities of Megatron, me, Bumblebee, and Ariel, or known as now Elita 1, no longer having the ability to transform. So I am not for this change, because if we're going historically accurate, we would have had the ability to transform by now. They messed up our history so bad because technically something like this did happen, but it was our ancestors who didn't have the ability to transform at first. Because they were under the tyrannical reign of the Quintessons. And they had to basically rebel, create the first transformation cog after they got rid of the Quintessons and started the first Cybertronian War. Also, another historically inaccurate thing is they made me into a miner instead of a librarian clerk. Like, you can get away with it with Megatron because in the reign of Megatron comics, he was a miner before he became a gladiator. Granted, that wasn't the G1 continuity. That was the aligned continuity, and many continuities after that followed that format. Because I know in G1, I didn't even know Megatron until he came to our base, then shot my friend Dion, then shot Ariel, and then shot me. I'm still not happy about that, by the way, Megatron. But who cares what Megatron thinks? He probably likes this trailer.
I do not, Prime. It sucks.
Hey, what are you doing in my video? Get out of here! This is my video! Sorry about that. I had to deal with Buckethead for a bit, but now back to my rant. So, yes, by this point we should have our transformation cogs. But the movie decides to take our transformation cogs away from us, specifically, where everyone could get a vehicle mode except me, Megatron, Bumblebee, and Ariel. Oh yes, why don't we bring up our next issue? Michael Keaton as Bumblebee. This is terrible. Oh my gosh. I think I found a guy who's worse than Earthspark Prime. But granted, we don't know how the movie might turn out. It might be good, I don't know. But I am not a fan of this version of Bumblebee. Most of his jokes are complete cringe. Like Earthspark Prime level of cringe. Like, his first opening joke was a joke about nicknames, and him saying Badassatron isn't funny once. I specifically cringed when this happened. And then, why don't we go into Megatron, or in this movie, D16. Now, I actually don't mind, Megatron having a name before Megatronus and Megatron. It makes sense. And I actually like this name. It's kind of similar to how Bumblebee in the Bumblebee movie was called B-127, which is also what Bumblebee's called in this movie. I feel like it's a good name to start off with and then turning into Bumblebee. But I will say the actor who does Megatron isn't really that great. Or at least right now. I'll say he's not the worst. I'll give him that. Also, a nice detail I would actually like to point out. I actually like how Megatron's first appearance in the trailer is based off of the old Marvel Transformers comics. I actually like that detail. It's claimed that the people who like or are making this movie are Transformers fans, even though there are some glaring continuity issues that I think otherwise. And why don't we get into the next major character I had an issue with in the trailer. Alpha Trion. Poor Alpha Trion, what did they do to you? Like, they made you so ugly in this movie. Now, yes, I know they're basing Alpha Trion off the actor, which, to be honest, I think he would be a really good actor as Alpha Trion. But this design just, it's terrible. And also, why don't I talk about Chris Hemsworth being me in the movie? I actually like his impression of me. Originally, I was concerned when I found out he would be playing younger me. But I will say, he has the touch and the power. He felt like it was like the only one who tried. And I'll admit, I'm a little biased, but I actually don't mind that Scarlett Johansson is Alita 1. I don't mind, actually. Also, I see you're bringing back Sentinel in this movie, but I'm guessing he's not gonna be the backstabbing traitor that he was in Dark of the Moon. Or hopefully not that annoying general from Animated. And apparently Sentinel Prime is meeting with a Quintesson. Now, I know people have been saying that it's not a Quintesson, but it actually is because it was confirmed by a toy that was released by the time this recording has been released. So yes, we know it's a Quintesson now. And I'll say, I don't mind the Quintesson design. I think it's a specific kind. I don't remember my Quintesson facts. And then let's also talk about the Cybertronian wildlife. Now, I know that some people like to expand on it, and that's fair, but to me, the only wildlife of Cybertron that I know and tolerate are the scraplets. Like, I know these are still new. Apparently, people are speculating these are moose bots. And also, why is there plant life on Cybertron? That's not supposed to happen until base machines. This movie. And then why don't we get into our next point, the things I actually liked in this movie, the trailer. One, I actually liked the Tomb of the Primes. Apparently they did retcon though that the original 13 Primes didn't have T-Cogs. But that's modern writing for you. And the action looks really good. Also, another weird thing I want to talk about is why is Bumblebee gold? He's not Goldbug yet. And I liked that the mask of Bumblebee was based off the original G1 toy. And then also, what else happened in the trailer? Oh, yeah, Starscream, Shockwave, and Soundwave made a cameo. That's cool. And, more battles, and a funny scene at the end, in my opinion. And okay, I think that's about it. Yeah, that's all I about remember of this trailer. This trailer has me concerned, but I guess it's not the worst thing I've seen yet. But this movie has the potential of being good as long as they play their cards right, and it's not just a haha funny movie. It needs to shift its tone eventually. And hopefully the jokes in the trailer are better in the actual movie than the trailer itself. Please, next time, make a better trailer. But anyway, this is Optimus Prime signing off.